Wow. Wow. That's holy cow. You're exhausted. I mean, I didn't play a snap. I felt like I played every one of them. But now, first of all, I want to give Coach Fritz and Tulane credit. We knew they were coming in on a 3-game winning streak, or 2-game winning streak. They knew they had to win this game to be bowl eligible. We knew we were going to get their absolute best. They were playing some of their best football over the last couple weeks, and we knew we were going to get it. We knew it would be a dogfight, and they were going to pull everything out. They showed to do some things a little bit different. Defensively, they pressured a little bit more than we had seen, but again, they were playing for a bowl berth, and he's done a phenomenal job in that program, and just a class act. Willie Fritz is a great man and a great for this profession, and I consider Coach Fritz someone that I very much look up to. He's done a great job everywhere he's ever been. But I'm very proud of our players. Coming off of a 3-game skid that we've been on, having a chance to win all 3, and we just didn't have a chance to. Some of the breaks didn't go our way in each of the last 3 games, and you know, there was a lot of things we had to overcome today to win this game. We lost the turnover margin, and we lost our 4-over-4 moment, 14-0, and those 2 things in itself are really, really hard to overcome and win a game. But our guys found a way, and we talked all week long about our seniors. Let's just do this for these seniors. These seniors deserve this. These seniors have bought into what we're about, and we just owe it to these seniors to give everything we got, every ounce that we got, and we did. And so there's that confidence, that belief and faith that our process continues to bring results. It would get us through the storms that we were in over the last 3 weeks. Our family, you know, it's so much part of our culture is, you know, we always put the team first, and it took every one of us. And it took everybody on that sideline. It took all 60 minutes, not one more second, not one more inch. It took 60 minutes, and I'm again proud of our culture and proud of our kids. Just keep fighting and just pounding that stone every day. Offensively, we felt like that they would have a hard time stopping us. We only, I think, had the ball 3 possessions in the second half, and was unable to kind of get into a flow. But I do know this: when we needed our offense the most, they played their very best. And we were trying to burn some clock right there in that last drive, and kind of got behind the chains. And third down, I think we found Trey in the end zone, and great connection with he and Ben and on that. But you know, Cortland played well, James played well. I mean, we had a lot of guys that really stepped up tonight. Ran the ball decent, not as well as we really wanted to, but decent. Defensively, you know, the 4th and 2 sack. You know, defensively we haven't played very well over the last couple weeks, and that's been a big challenge to our staff and to our players. That we had to be better. We have to play better. But none bigger than the 4th and 2 sack by Justin Lawler on the series that set up our game-winning touchdown drive. And then no matter what else happened in this game defensively, no matter, they had to make the most important play of the game, and that was Sosa making a play. And just really proud of those guys and finding a way. We always talk about just find a way, and they found a way. 7-5, bowl bound. You know, seniors left Ford Stadium with a win. That's the first time that we were able to do that, win our last game in each of the last 3 years. This has been huge to us. We've talked about that. We've talked about having the best home record since 1982, and only the 5th time we're guaranteed a winning season since 1986. So this program is definitely heading in the right direction, and we have to overcome a lot of obstacles along the way over the last 3 years. But make no mistake, today's about these seniors and those kids and our staff. And I'm very proud of them, and look forward to getting into bowl practice here in about a week and finding out where we're going. But again, we found a way, and that's what this whole thing's about. So with that, I'll open for questions.
What did you make of that final call there on the goal line?
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at it. Obviously, the side judge on their sideline actually had the best view. But I also know in those situations like that, if you don't, whichever way it was called, it was going to be hard to overturn. And with the stop and the ball not getting across, and I knew it was going to have to clearly show that the ball crossed before they would review that before they would overturn it. And so at that point, you're just sitting there like everybody else is. You're just you're looking at the screen and trying to find the angles that they could see and not see, but and you hear the crowd reaction, and then you see the official turn and say that the call will stand. Then at that point, emotions range, and they run through your head, and you're trying to figure out what was the call that they made. Did they give a touchdown? Did they give a stop? I mean, everything was just going through your mind, and heck, even right now, I'm worried they're going to come in here and say, hey, we got one more second on the clock, we got to come back out and play it. But you know what, it's obviously the right call. That's when we have review and replay. But I'm just, again, that's a heck of a way to end the game.
During that review, are you trying to lobby the officials? What was going through your head? How hard was that waiting period on you?
Well, it's tough. It's you just sit there and you're just watching. I'm talking to the two officials that are beside me, and neither one of them, they said, hey, look, we thought we had him down, and we didn't see anything. They're up for review, and at that point, you don't say anything. You just sit there and just try to take the edge off of it a little bit if you can, But I'm just, again, I'm proud of all these guys, proud of my players and their staff.
You talked about how the players wanted to win for the seniors, but apart from that emotional start, you're playing a game where Tulane had bowl eligibility on the line, and you guys were already qualified for a bowl. So how did you maintain and generate that intensity, that emotion that you wanted from your team today?
Yeah, it started last Sunday. Our poor performance defensively last week, and unable to get the job done at Memphis, and it's carried over for a couple weeks now, and just being able to put it all together. It wasn't about. It was the message all week long was just the seniors. Let's send these guys out the right way. Let's give them everything they can. Right? Let's pour it out. Let's give our best. Then I told them, I shared it with them. I said, you don't have to be the best team in the country today. I just need you to be the best team in Ford Stadium. That's all I need. And in order to do that, we got to be at our best. We have to play. We have to make plays. We have to get off blocks. We have to step up and make plays. And that's what happened.
You ran the ball a lot on that final drive for your offense, eating up a lot of clock. Was that at all, you have the Navy game in the back of your mind where you left so much time for their offense?
Yeah, actually it is. And we actually talked about it on the sidelines. Is that we've got to try to figure a way to milk as much of the clock as we can, and then all of a sudden you got behind the chains on, I think, second down, and second and third down we're behind the chains, and that really that hit us pretty hard. I thought that they did a really good job of utilizing their timeouts because we were going to let the clock go as much as we could. Again, it's two teams that were fighting hard. We knew we were going to get Tulane's absolute best. They were coming in playing some of the best football that they played, and we knew that. And we had to have one more point than they did at the end of this thing, and that's what happened. We were able to come away and pull off a great one here at home, and a game that'll be remembered for quite some time.
Jordan Wyatt looked like he had some trouble getting off the field.
Yeah, I don't know what'll come up with that. We'll look at it and see. I know he was devastated, and so hopefully we'll be able to get him back. We'll see.
How about McKellen?
He went out too, and I want to say that it was I don't know if it was concussion or what. It was something along that line.
Trey's second touchdown obviously was the game winner, but the first touchdown was the 77-yarder. Was there any value, apart from just the points, was there any value in getting a quick strike in response to Tulane's 57-yarder on the play before?
Yeah, there was. We had to get some momentum back. You know, I just I didn't you know, we made a really poor kicking choice. We were trying to sky it and kick it out of bounds, and then, you know, after scoring and of course missed an extra point, which is just critical, leaving points out on the field. We got to do better than that. I mean, to get to where we want to get to, that's got to get cleared up. And they score in one play, and for Trey to come back out there and get a 77 yarder, it was huge for us to at least just get that momentum back on our side.
Last question.
Yesterday there was a report that you have interest in the Ole Miss job. Do you have any comment on that?
I figured all this stuff was going to start turning into play now, and that's just kind of the way this business works. And you know what? This is all about these kids. This is all about SMU, and I'm 100% dedicated right here to these young men and this university, and I'm just really proud of our kids, and so proud of our the fight that these guys got to battle this thing and pull it to what we've done.